Quick Lingo ABC.
The year was 1948, a year that would change the course of history forever. The world watched as the Arab-Israeli War, also known as the War of Independence, unfolded in the Middle East. On the Arab side, the coalition was formed by Egypt, Iraq, Jordan and Syria, along with other Arab nations. Their goal was to prevent the formation of an independent Jewish state in Palestine. The newly formed state of Israel, in contrast, was fighting for its very existence. The war began immediately after the declaration of its independence on May 14, 1948. One of the most significant battles was fought in Jerusalem. The city was of great importance to both the Jews and the Arabs due to its religious significance. The Israeli forces were led by a young and determined commander, Yigal Allon. He was a man of great courage and strategic brilliance, admired by his soldiers and feared by his enemies. Yigal knew that the battle for Jerusalem would be a turning point in the war. He prepared his troops for the arduous task that lay ahead. On the other side, the Arab forces were led by the seasoned general, Abd al-Qadir al-Husseini. He was a charismatic leader with a reputation for his bravery and tactical acumen. Abd al-Qadir knew the significance of Jerusalem and was determined to prevent it from falling into Israeli hands. He rallied his troops, inspiring them with his fervor. The battle for Jerusalem began in earnest. The city echoed with the sounds of gunfire and explosions as both sides fought fiercely. The Israeli forces, led by Yigal, fought bravely, advancing steadily towards the city center despite the intense resistance. On the other hand, Abd al-Qadir and his troops put up a determined defense, using their knowledge of the city's narrow streets and alleys to their advantage. The battle raged on for days, turning the city into a battlefield. Neither side was willing to give an inch, and casualties mounted on both sides. Unfortunately, during the intense fighting, Abd al-Qadir was killed. His death was a significant blow to the Arab forces, who lost not only a leader, but also a symbol of resistance. Despite the loss of their leader, the Arab forces continued to fight, fueled by a desire to honor Abd al-Qadir's memory. However, the tide of the battle had begun to turn. Yigal and his forces seized the opportunity and pushed forward, slowly gaining control over more and more areas of the city. Eventually, the Israeli forces managed to secure control over western Jerusalem. However, the eastern part of the city, including the Old City, remained under Arab control. This division of Jerusalem marked the end of the battle. The city would remain divided for the next 19 years, a poignant symbol of the larger conflict. The 1948 Arab-Israeli War ended in 1949 with a series of armistice agreements. However, the conflict left deep scars that would take decades to heal. The State of Israel had survived its first test, but the cost was high, with thousands of lives lost and a nation left scarred and divided. The war also had a profound impact on the Arab nations involved. The loss of Palestine and the division of Jerusalem were seen as a collective failure. For Yigal, the war was a baptism by fire. He emerged as a national hero, his name forever associated with Israel's struggle for survival. The memory of Abd al-Qadir, on the other hand, lived on as a symbol of Arab resistance. His sacrifice inspired future generations to continue the struggle. The 1948 Arab-Israeli War was more than just a series of battles. It was a test of resilience and courage, a saga of survival against overwhelming odds. Today, the war's legacy continues to shape the Middle East. The struggle for Jerusalem in particular remains a contentious issue. The memory of the war serves as a stark reminder of the cost of conflict, but it also stands as a testament to the courage and resilience of those who fought. The sands of struggle have shifted many times since 1948. But the lessons of the war and the stories of those who fought continue to resonate.